Hi all. Welcome back to this channel once again. And in today's video session, we will be discussing how we can write a Unicode data to the IFS stream file in RPGLE AS400. So basically, here we will be discussing writing the UCS2 data on the IFS file, which we will be creating using the RPG programming. So already we discussed how we can write the text files, how we can write normal data to the IFS file, how we can write HTML data, how we can create the uh, files with different code pages, that is CSSID. So this time um, we will be creating a C file with the CSSID 1200 for Unicode, and then we'll be writing the Unicode data to that. So what's the approach to that? Let me uh, brief you in this, or let me give you the demo in this video. So before going into that programming, I want to let you know that I already have started uh, uh, this website, and it was launched on this new year, so you can check out different topics from here, and you can navigate from here on different topics, and you will find interesting things here that let me give you one example. Let's say this one. So if you browse this article, you will find that the codes are there in the fixed format RPG, in slash free format RPG, as you can see here, and the fully free RPG. So basically in our website we will be providing the codes in every format possible in RPG, that is fixed, slash free, or fully free. So that the one which is coming to this website or browsing this website would be able to use the code, because I know that someone would be using fixed format, someone would be using slash free, and someone is on the latest coding practices, that is fully free RPG. So at any time you can browse this, and you can check out the codes in any of the RPG formats. So this way you can browse every other topics as well. Wherever the code possible is, you will get them in all these formats, and that is, I think, um, that's all. And you will be getting latest updates on the topics on the weekly basis. So this week we are not able to make it, but on the next week we will be having some more interesting topics added to this website. So on weekly basis we will be adding uh, the new topics to this website, so that this website grows, and you will be getting much more data or much more knowledge from here. So let me now quickly jump to the demo. So let me open this. So that this is the program which I have written for this demo. So basically I'm using the close API, write API, open API. So open is for creating the file, opening the file. This is for writing the data, and this is for closing the file. So you can have detailed information of all these APIs on my channel. So I already uploaded videos on this one separately, so you can check out from here. So you can see the open one, the write one, the close one, and other APIs as well. So now these are the flags. So you will be getting this information from the open API video on my channel. But let me brief you these things in quickly, so that you will have an idea by watching this video only. Close API which will take the file descriptor which is returned from OpenAPI, and it will close the file. So when a file is opened, a file descriptor is assigned to that file. So then we will be writing, we will be closing, performing any action on file using the file descriptor. So that file descriptor basically tells that which file is opened or on which file we are going to perform the particular operation. Now these are the open flags which are used by the OpenAPI. So this OpenAPI has 4 parameters, out of which 2 are uh, optional parameter, which are only required when we are going to create the file or we are going to create uh, some different code page uh, file. And these are the mandatory one, that is the IFS path, and the open flags in which mode I want to open, that is read, write, read only, write only, or if you want to create the file in text mode, or I want to create the file in the some other code page, so I want to pass this flag. And the mode one, which is for authority purpose. So basically this mode flags are passed only when we are creating the file. And then you can see these are the variables which we are using here. Now what I am doing is I am passing the IFS path and creating the UCS file in my home directory. Now you can see in open flag I am passing the write only mode. Create file if not exist means I am creating the file if it is not exist, and I am opening that file in the write only mode. Then I am passing the convert text by code page means I will be creating that file in some code page, so I'm passing this flag. Then the mode flags, that is all the authorities to the owner of that file. Then I am calling OpenAPI by passing the IFS path, the open flags which are set here, the mode which is set here, and the CCS ID, that is the code page, that is 1200 here because we are going to create a Unicode file. So we are going to write the Unicode data. So if file descriptor is less than 0 means the file is not created or not opened, and it will return from here. And then you can see what I'm doing. If it is opened, what I'll do, I'll write the hello world here by converting that hello world into the Unicode by using the %UCS2 built-in function, and I'm assigning this data to the IFS data. Now if you look at IFS data variable, what you'll find, it is defined as 11C, that is UCS2, and initialize with the default value, and the CCS ID is 1200. So this is the way to declare the UCS2 field. Now what I'm doing is I'm passing the file descriptor which is being returned from the open API to the write API, and then passing the address of the IFS data as required. So you can see file descriptor, the buffer, and the number of bytes. Buffer means the data which you want to write, so we will be passing the address of this IFS data in the form of pointer, and then the size of the data. So therefore, since one character occupies 1 byte, but one UCS2 character occupies 2 bytes, because that's a unique code data, double byte data. Now, so the size would be not 11 here, it would be double, that is 22. So return underscore write would be returned as 22, which is not less than this one. So this will not go inside this, and the file then closed. Now let me, and at last the file is closed by calling the close API and passing the file descriptor. It will return me this one. If it is -1, this is not closed. And at last, the end of the program. Let me compile this. So the program is created successfully. Let me debug this program. Now let's call the program F10. So this is the IFS path, this one. So let's see if this file exists or not on the current home directory. So here you can see UCS2 file is not present. So once I'll pass this flags and calling this open API, it will return me a file descriptor as 0, which means the file is created. So you can see the file is created, and that's a Unicode file. Let me check. The coded character set ID is 1200 here. Now this, now this is the IFS data hello world, which is of 11 characters including the mid space. Now let's call the write API, where we are passing the file descriptor as 0, which is returned from the open API. We are passing the address and the size of the data, IFS data, which is Unicode variable. Now the return underscore write would be 22 here, as you can see, which is not less than this one size one. Now this one will be closing the, so this is 0, which means the file is closed now. Let's see what data it written there. So this is hello world. So you can see we have written the Unicode data and created the Unicode file on the IFS. So that's all in this video. So you got to learn that how we can write Unicode data on the IFS stream file. So that's all in, and thank you.